Hey guys, it's Mathil here once again with a pretty small follow-up video on the Surfcaster fishing rod casting, ball lightning character. Ball lightning of orbiting ball lightning. Yeah, I did try out a bunch of other skills, but for the most part it is ball lightning because I was kind of fixated on this one. I liked playing it and I hadn't tried it before, so in the end it was basically orbiting ball lightning all the way through. Though at the end of the video I'll show you as well, I did try Arc out for a few boss fights and stuff, and Arc goes pretty hard as well. The conclusion of the character is Surfcaster is a lot of fun for its speed, its cast speed, and just overall versatility, and the fishing rod stuff is much more than just a meme. Guaranteed crits is very nice. The huge extra cast speed you get with very little investment, also very nice. But, of course, as kind of per usual, I did undercook the defenses, and it is a little bit tough to play in some circumstances because, you get one shot by stuff pretty profusely, especially in an event such as this one where things are a little bit crazier quite often. There's a lot of league mechanics, there's a lot of pack size and stuff. You're just going to get sniped by random shit here or there. Because freeze as your best defense only really works as long as things are frozen, and sometimes they're not. So, that happens. But overall, I don't know, I was still pretty happy with the character. I had a lot of fun just blasting maps, I had a lot of fun going around freezing and doing freeze pro lifts and using Herald of Ice and guaranteed crits for all this sort of shit. If you really wanted to explode packs even harder, you can go like an Impulsor setup with Shock Prolif, I think. I did end up just going full Freeze Prolif for this character, and then, just kind of relying a bit more on Herald of Ice, and it was plenty enough, so I didn't, decide to do anything like Impulsor instead. Definitely some auto bomber potential for this type of thing as well, if you really want to go down that route. Did a few boss fights, basically did my first round of normal endgame, so we're talking all the Guardians, the four ways and stuff, Maven, Shaper, Elder, all that sort of stuff. No actual Ubers, just a couple of tier 17s that dropped because that's as far as I've gotten so far. So I've done 2 tier 17s, I've got a couple of fragments, and basically a few rounds of the current endgame sort of stuff. Also trying to suss out with Ball Lightning if slower proj is worth it, because this Ball Lightning is based around kind of initially a bunch of proj speed. It gives you like 100 more, something like that. And it has like a set duration for how long it's going to be flying out. So if you add proj speed, I think it's just going to fly out faster and further, but it will zap things, less frequently because it's flying out further away and quicker. If you add slower proj, it does end quicker, so it will only go like half the distance or so, but the ball lightnings will linger a bit more, and then kind of do a few better zaps. So I tested it on some boss fights and stuff, and I really don't know much of the conclusion. I think going slower proj was worth it, but in the end it was a bit indecisive, so it wasn't really that impactful. So this is like my first tier 17. I did end up rolling it with some like extra proj and AoE, and it was a big shock to the system that can't just blast through everything once again, because orbiting ball lightning does take a split second to kind of kick in, so you got to be near the enemy, you got to have that proj speed go out, and then of course just having no kind of defenses means you're going to get clapped up plenty in things like tier 17s where stuff might not be as avoidable. So it took me like fucking 10 portals or something to kill this thing. Katarina with these mods, definitely a rough day at the office, and then I swapped into Arc because I figured to try the rest of the tier 17, it just made much more sense to be a lot more defensive, playstyle wise, and that meant just sitting back and sniping things with Arc, and it made me see Arc for what it is. It's pretty damn good. Like with this cast speed, with the guaranteed crits, it feels really good. So if you want to make this type of a character as a full Arc character, absolutely go for it. Arc feels pretty good. The single target ain't even too shabby, especially once you factor in Val Arc going off sometimes for the extra lucky lightning. The only other skill I tried was basically Shock Nova, and that's okay, but you probably need a bit more area for that to truly shine. So mostly stuck to ball lightning and then tried a bit of arc as well. And overall, yeah, decent enough character. If you're gonna probably try and build something like this, it's probably better to not go the huge left side of the tree like I did, or top and left. Maybe better off to go more evasion and maybe some energy shield and maybe fix mana just manually, just so you can actually, cop a hit here or there. But otherwise, I mean, it's still good enough. Took me through all this end game and stuff. It's going to be a bit frustrating to die here or there, because of the lack of control that you have over taking damage sometimes. Yeah, all in all, surfcasting and fishing, very good. One other thing that I'll mention is the Light of Meaning at the top of the passive tree. Very good. Gave me like 30 or 40% more damage with cold small passives. So I'll include the POB in the little description if you want to see how the character basically shaped up, get some ideas for your own builds. But otherwise, I will fire up a whole new character and see where that takes me for now. Maybe some behemoth action, maybe something else. So thank you very much for watching, and see you guys next time.